alright. I mean, I went 11-10 on the day. I finished 10th in practice, so right there in the 10th area. Got some things to work on though. Struggled kind of today. Me and the bike kind of just weren't one, you know, to make it go really fast. But, you know, just can't thank the whole Toyota Design Honda team enough. My boy Easy for hooking up a sick bike every time, and yeah, just can't thank everyone. And ready for next week Millville.
It was good. It was a lot better. First race didn't get the best of starts, but rode solid and got 9th. In second race I finally got a good start and was having a good battle with Roczen and Will Hahn up until the halfway mark, and unfortunately I went down, but I got up and came back to 7th, and I think I got 7th overall, so a good start to the second half of the season.
Not bad for the first weekend back. I got 4 or 5 days on the bike, and you know, we went 19-8 for, I don't know what I got overall yet, but just happy to be back racing, man. It was a pleasure to be working with the Rockstar Yamaha team, and like I said, I just couldn't be happier to be back racing.
Not bad, I guess. Second moto was definitely more like myself. First moto I had a little tip over. Really, I just thought I was pacing myself almost too much in that first one, just kind of riding behind everyone and just eating roost, which balled me up, and then I ended up making a little stupid mistake in a corner, and then that was pretty much it for the first one, and then I was kind of settling for 5th. Then man, that second moto start wasn't quite as good, and did the typical thing, came from the back. You know, it was better, and then man, I guess once I saw Marvin, I was like, man, I want this podium bad, because I knew Kenny was behind us, so I was just going for that at that point.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was pretty good. You know, I had some good practice times. I think I ended up 5th today in practice. First moto was good start, got out front, led for a little while, ended up 2nd, and then second moto wanted it really bad, went for it. You know, Baggett got out front, and he crashed. I passed him, and you know, he caught up and passed me back, and you know, it is what it is really, but kind of bummer to get 2nd again. Every weekend it's been kind of like that, so go home, work hard, you know, that's all we can do really, and try to win this thing, you know. And we're going to come back strong next weekend. Millville is awesome, so that'll be good. Just a good weekend, and it was a snow cone.
How was my weekend?
Oh, your Saturday?
It's my Saturday, yeah. Where did we got this Sunday? No, weekend was good. Started off a little rocky, but finished it off good for sure. So practice went decent. First moto, bad start. Worked my way through the pack, and was able to get out in front. Nice little gap at the end, so that was cool. And then second moto got a really good start. Got out front, crashed, just a little tip over, got up, and then was able to make you know, a charge and get into that first place position. And got a nice comfortable gap there with a few laps to go. So definitely weekend 1-1, couldn't ask for anything else. So yeah, to Millville we go.
Not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it this weekend. Get out of my face. Get out of here. I suck. That's all that's to it. I need to go home and do my work. I don't know. It was hot and I sucked. So maybe next time.
My weekend was good. Feels good to be back racing after 2 weekends off. Also feels good to add 2 weekends off, and we try to work with the team, with Frankie, my mechanic, try to work harder and do some motos during the break, and it pays off. I mean, I feel a little bit better, and the bike also feel a little bit better. And then I did a really good start in the first moto today, and finished 4th and 4th, like last weekend, I think. I mean the Bass Creek. Missed the podium, the 3rd place overall, but close, because same points with Tomac. You know, it's tough. Tomac passed me second moto in like 3 laps before the end, and the heat was pretty bad, and I was tired at the end, but my condition was good. I really had fun on this track, Red Bud, was first time for me, and it was really exciting to ride here, and so that was actually a good weekend. So I really want to thank Frankie because he works hard. He comes with me every day for trainings. My wife Matthias, she works hard too, and also all the crew, the team, and especially today it was a really tough day with the heat. You know, the mechanics stay outside all day long working on the bike, and so I try my best, and we try again next week.
My weekend came here with a pretty good feeling. You know, I felt like we improved some on the suspension, and you know, I was pretty happy after the first moto. I mean, I didn't pass quick enough, and then they kind of like the first, you know, Baggett and Barcia, they ran away a little bit, and I was pretty happy because we had improvement, and then made a little suspension change, went a little stiffer, but it was definitely a step back, and I just had to I struggled with arm problem the whole moto, and you know, that's what made me bummed me out a little bit. We're further away now from the lead, and we just need to, I don't know, we need to definitely find something and try to improve a little bit on the bike, and then when we're happy, then we're gonna start.
Disappointing for sure. Practice was good, and then first moto was pretty good. Got a pretty good start. Passed a couple people, and James fell down, got into second, and just rode it in from there, and was feeling good for the second moto. It's hot today, so I was feeling good, and 4th, 5th place start in the second moto, and Short got underneath me and bumped me, and I went down on the first lap, and then, I mean, pretty much, you know, ruined a chance for an overall there, but got up and tried to make my way back as good as I could, and then just got, I think Freeze just nailed down like his 9,000th takeout on me, so yeah, taken out, and that was pretty much all my weekend was. So I'm not happy. Come back next weekend firing.
Well, I've had better weekends, let me tell you that. I never had this happen to me before, but first moto I was in 14th. Decent start for me. I'm usually 20 something, but I worked my way up to 9th, and then I was riding around at 9th, staying like good. I was happy with 9th, and then the last lap, right before the Roczen leap, I ran out of gas, and surprisingly ended up 13th somehow, because I guess whoever won like lapped to 13th, so I still ended up 13th, which sucks compared to 9th, but I'll take it. And then the second moto, they couldn't find a bigger gas tank, so they kind of jerry-rigged the hose, and it was just spraying me the whole first half of the moto. I was just dealing with it the first half of the moto, getting sprayed with it, breathing it, and eventually I was breathing it in. I was getting freaking lightheaded as hell, and I was like, I ain't dying today. So kind of backed it down, and then we had a plan to pull off and put gas in it because we couldn't find a bigger tank, so I had to pull off too, put gas in it, go back out. I don't know what I got, like 18th, but all in all, not the greatest day. I think I moved up in points to 10th, but still not a good day. But thanks for everyone for trying.
It's okay. It's about how all my other weekends have been. Wasn't great, wasn't terrible. Went down in the first turn pretty good the first moto. Luckily not hurt. A little sore, but want to say somebody hit Alessi, I think, going into the first turn, and I think he got squirrely and just never turned, you know, because he got out of control. And I was coming around, and he just never turned and just like cleaned me. We all went down. It was a pretty bad crash. And luckily it was okay. The bike wasn't too beat up. I got up and I got back up to 15th, so it was okay obviously for going down the first turn. That was a big crash, so it's okay. Second moto, bad start, down the best gate pick, and then got back up to like 10th or 11th, I think. So right around top 10 where I've been, and I just need to get myself up there with a start and get up there. I think I moved back to 10th in points, so it's good to be back in the top 10, but not exactly what I'm looking for, but working on the bike setup a little bit and keep working at it and trying to get a little comfortable. So looking forward to Millville, like that track, so should be good next week.
My weekend was good. It was definitely long overdue. Getting on the podium, second overall. Got good starts, and the track's so fun here. That's what I feel like Pro National is all about. Super rough, big jumps, and I had a good time. Second overall, pumped on that. Going to home race at Millville and do it again.
You mean how was my Saturday?
Yeah, how was your Saturday?
It was okay. I mean, it went from probably the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. I was pretty disappointed in my second moto. Just first moto, rode okay. You know, stayed there with Ashley. Made a couple mistakes after I made a push for the pass, and just ended up second. And then second moto, got off to an awesome start, put down some good laps, and unfortunately lost the front. And just couldn't get my bike restarted for a long time. But made a push, made it back into fourth, and lost my rear brake for over half a lap. So it's a really hard track to ride with no rear brake. So I ended up back in sixth, I think. So third overall. Probably the worst thing I could have done.